Hi everybody, it's your boy K Bunny. Welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to create this flyer step by step. So don't miss it. Let's go straight into it. Let's step into Photoshop. Let me show you how to design this. Now you can see this flyer is a weekly flyer or a monthly flyer. Normally we send it to our clients just to stay in touch with them and also to make them feel like they're still important and we still think about them. You have to do this every week so that your clients can still bring you more jobs. Okay guys, don't forget that. Send your clients weekly reminder, motivational messages and all those kind of stuff. Most of the time graphic designers forget to do that. So let's start with it. I'm going to use these images over here and I'm going to use this text over here as well. So the dimension we are going to be using, Control N, the dimension we are going to be using is 2000, 2000 and then 300 over here. We're going to call it weekly flyer or happy Monday or something like that. Leave everything like this. Create. Let's go to view. Let's go to new class layout. Let's set it to 8 across here. Click on OK. I think our canvas is prepped for us to start working. Control H to hide it. Control H to bring it back. Guys, remember I'll be doing that very often. Control H to hide it. Control H to bring it back. And then let's begin. Alright, so I'm going to start first by drawing my orange shape. I'm going to pick this for the meantime, and then I'm going to start somewhere here. Okay, now guys, remember you're going to draw a perfect, yes, a perfect, that is it. It has to be a perfect one. Something like this is not bad. Also, you can see we want this one to be in the middle of it, so we're going to shift it. We're going to shift, oh, Control T. Yeah, we're going to shift it. Okay, I'm using Control T to transform it. I'm going to shift it there like that. Okay, now I feel like it's important of the whole thing. I can click on it. Then I'll go and click back on my rectangular shape over here. Pick it. I'll go there. Make sure the stroke is off. I'll go to the fill here. I'll click over there. Then I'm going to choose this color. I'm going to choose E66100. I'll click on OK. Just like that. That's it. And also you can see the properties here. If you can't find the properties, go to Windows, click on it and then look for properties here. You're going to find it. We're going to scroll down. We want to play with the edges. Now guys, click over here on the chain here to make sure it is activated, and then just click and select many other figures here. What should we use? Let's use 60 for it. Okay, cuts across board. That is good. Then I'm also going to bring my new layer here. I'll click on it. I'm going to pick my brush. I'll go to this side or this side and pick soft round brush. Okay, and then I'll make sure my caps lock is off. I'll hold Alt and pick the color in here. Pick the same color in here, and then just hit it in the middle there like that. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll go to this side, and then I'm going to set the color to linear dodge. Same color, right? Linear dodge transforms the color a little bit. I'm going to resize it, make it a little bit bigger. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm duplicating it twice. And then this one I'm going to reduce it a bit more. Alright, so I feel like this is good. Remember, we can always come back and then work on it more. I'm going to put it in a group. I'm going to call it orange square, whatever we need to call it. Okay, so zoom out a little bit. Alright, now we're going to put in our text. I'm going to type somewhere there, and then I'm going to pick our text over here. Steez. I'm picking that one and I'm pasting it here. Alright, click on my move tool and I'm going to move it in there. We need to make sure the color is color what? Color white. Great. And also we need to resize it. So Control T, and then guys, resize it. Alright, so let's go to this side as well. We're going to use Marga, a font that I'm going to leave in the description for you. Also guys, remember every file that I use for this is going to be in my WhatsApp channel. This particular one is not going to be in my blog. It's going to be on my WhatsApp channel. And so guys, look out for it. Control J to duplicate it, and then bring that one down as well. Control J to duplicate it, and then bring that one down as well. Okay, so go up a little bit. Then I'm going to select up a little bit more. I'm going to select the 3 of them, click on my move tool, and then click on this. Good. So guys, like I was saying, it's going to be in our WhatsApp, our Telegram group. And so what you got to do is you have to join the Telegram group down there in the description, and then get the resource files to this. Quite easy, right? Really easy. Let me paste it there. Okay, but I want this font to be different because I want to bring some contrast into it. So I'm going to click on my Montserrat, and then also I feel like this already is bold, so this one has to be a little bit lightened. I believe you get me. I'm going to use medium for it. Good. And then Control T. Let's bring it down here. Also, you can see it's not in the middle. You can see it's not in the middle, so let's bring it in the middle. And then what else can we do to it? I feel like it's still small. Maybe we'll maintain it like that. Okay. Alright, so guys, also remember it is italics here, all caps here. There's T's as well, italics here, all caps here. Don't forget that. Alright, so with that done, now we can select all the 4, Control T, and guess what we're going to do? We are going to rotate it up there like that. And once we rotate it up, we also need to make sure it still falls in the middle here. Really important. Good. Now what else can we do to this thing? We got to click somewhere there, and then we have to bring in one more information. It's a new week. We're going to paste it there, and then go here to the character. Come and pick the orange colors here. Alright, good. And really want to make sure this one really stands out. We're going to still use Montserrat for this. Alright, Montserrat for this as well, but we really want this one to stand out. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to the stars here, going to give it extra bold. Nice one. And we're also going to make it italics over here as well. And then maybe the font, let's increase it a little bit more. Yeah, maybe something like this is good. Let's also make sure it's in the middle of the entire canvas. Okay, I can't tell you how many times clients, graphic designers do this. Yeah, work is not really centered, and it's not really balanced, and it's not really nice because of these little mistakes they kind of doing. So I'm going to put this all in a group, and I'm going to call it let's say we're going to call it text for now. Good, we're done with that. Now what else can we do to it? We can bring in some few stuff to make it more lively, like Monday, right? Like Monday, right? And I'm going to click here. Let me make it big a little bit. Alright, so we can click this side, and we're going to give it this color code 4B 4B 4B. Right, good. Control T, and then right click it, and then convert, rotate it counterclockwise. We're going to push somewhere here. Alright, now guys, pay attention to this one. We really want to make sure it's not too big. Okay, it's not really too big. Control H. We also want to make sure it's in the middle of it. And then let's drag it somewhere here. Alright, guys, you can see it's in the middle of this, middle of that. It's really important. Then we are going to reduce the opacity over there to maybe around 20 or 20 something %. I figure this is good. I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to drag it somewhere here. But this time I'm not going to let's pick new week. This time I'm not going to just use Monday, I'm going to use new week. Alright, and so let's paste new week there. I like this so far. I think this is great. I'm going to put it in a group. I'm going to call it Monday BG. Then I'm going to drag it down, right? Because it needs to be down there. Also, we're going to bring in more stuff to make it epic. Just bringing in more stuff, guys. More stuff. All right. So we're going to put it somewhere here. We're going to duplicate it, and then we're going to send it somewhere there. All right. So now, guys, remember we're just putting in more stuff there. That's all. We want to make the background richer. Alright, so I think with that done, what can we do else to it? Let's bring this one. Let's bring the background. Let's resize it. And then let's drag it here. Let's duplicate it. Let's drag it down here. Alright, so I'm going to give this a mask. I'm going to give this also a mask. Now, this one is what? The top one. I'm going to call it top. This one is down. So let's do the top one first, the down one first. I'm going to mute the top one and click on the down one here. Click on the mask here, click on my brush, caps lock off. I'm going to mask the edge. I'll click over here, bring it in. Also going to do what? Mask the edge. Good. Now there's really one point that I really want, okay, and that is this side. The rest are not really important to me like that. Okay, so really, okay, good. All right, good. I'm also going to do the same thing to this. Monday has to really show. Okay. All right, so that is about it. As long as I can fill it somewhere here and down there, we are good. And then I'm going to put it in a group. I'm going to call it white PG. Now all this go into one group called what? BG. Exactly, one group called BG. Okay, I'm going to put this grid also in a group and I'll call it grid. Nice. Now we kind of want to bring our image in there or subject in there, and then we'll release the subject. I'll drag it on top of everything. Now also Control H. I really want the subject to be big, not too big though. Not too big though. Okay, I feel like his head is in the middle of everything, and that to me is good. The middle of his head is in everything. That to me is great. Okay, so another thing is that the color in the background and the shirt and everything doesn't really pop out well. So we have one assignment for this. Let's convert it to a smart object. We have one assignment with this image. We're going to make sure it becomes epic and more crispy and more nicer. Let's go to filter. Let's go to camera raw filter. Now guys, this I'm about to show you is like a secret in the graphic design field. We don't really tell people, we don't really show people often, and so guys, really pay attention to it. Okay, then the first thing you're gonna do, you got to do if you want to really make it epic, let's go to what's it called? Let's go to basics. Okay. Now guys, watch me really well. I am going to drag this one, the texture or the clarity. I'm going to drag it all the way. Okay, that's the first thing I am going to do. Clarity all the way. Then I'm going to drag the texture all the way. Okay, you can see now it really looks funny, right? It really looks funny. Guys, stick in there for me. Now you're going back to the shadows. Okay, I'm going to bring, let me see, dragging the shadow all the way. Now you can see now it really looks really kind of funny still, right? But guys, stay with me. Let's bring the white down a little bit. All right, the white is really down. Then let's bring the black also down a little bit. Good. Now there is really one, that's the highlight. This is really going to make a difference. Okay, we're going to drag it all the way to -100. Great. Now I can see you guys are still with me. Means that we can still continue. The contrast, we're going to drag it all the way to 50 something. All right. Now this might be the only video I'm going to show you this trick. This might be the only video I'm going to show you this trick. And so guys, I hope you do not forget. All right, and then the temperature, let's drag the temperature just a little bit. Good. And then now we can close it, and then let's go to detail. We also want to play with detail a little bit. The sharpen has to go really well to sharpen it well. Okay, and then the noise just a little bit, and then the color noise is also really important. You want to drag it so that the noise in the colors really becomes uniform and really blends nicely. Then I'm going to click on that, and I feel like all of a sudden the image looks awesome. All right, but then I also feel like the shit doesn't really blend with the who color something, so I'm going to give it a hue and saturation. I'm going to clip it to it. I'll go here to master, and then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to the yellow side, and then I'm going to drag there to minus maybe 13 there about. I'll drag this to there about. I'll drag light into maybe -2 there about. Yes, I feel like this really summarizes everything. Put it in a group, and then let's call it what? Let's call it image or subject. Anyhow you want it. Okay, let's also bring in this. Yeah, let's drag it there. and then enter. I'm going to push it somewhere here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to push it somewhere here. Duplicate it, Control T, and then flip it horizontal, and then drag it there. Awesome. I guess what we are going to do, we're going to select two of them, Control T, and guys, once you do that, you have to do one thing. You have to make sure it falls in the middle of that. All right, that way it shows that those two arrows are balanced. Yes, they are symmetrical. Right. Okay. No, see, graphic design is really it's really an art. You have to make sure you do that. The next thing we are going to do is we're going to bring in our contact. We're going to drag it there, and we're going to drag it down. Sorry, I didn't create this from the scratch, but this looks like something you can easily create yourself. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. All right. So I feel like it's not really balanced. Okay, so I feel like it's not really balanced. So I'm going to use my eye to really balance this thing. Yeah, I feel like it's balanced now. I feel like it's balanced now. I'm going to put this and this in a group. I'm going to call it arrows. I'm going to put this in the group. I'm going to call it contact. We are done with the contact. Now guess what we are going to do now? Let's go down a little bit. We are going to bring in our textures. I'm going to bring this one. This one is a plastic rubber. Okay, I'm going to drag it until something like that, and then I'll set it to linear dodge. It works perfectly well. Linear dodge, right? And then I'm going to give it a new mask. Pick my brush, caps lock off, and then now what I'm about to do is just figure out where to clean and where not to clean. I feel like I should clean the one on the face there, like that. All right, the rest I'll leave it like that. Okay, I don't want it to also spill on the white side. Once it spills on the white side, it really ruins everything. So clean all the ones on the white side. Good, that is it. Now let's go and bring in the particles as well. This one, I'll drag it in there. Right, and then something like that. Whoosh. I'll go there. I'll send it to lighten. Good. Lighten. Let's give it a mask. We don't want it on the face. We're going to clean it, and then we're also going to clean almost all the other ones like that. We just want a little portion, just a little one. That's all. Just a little one. That's all. So now, just like that, that is it. That's just like enough for the whole thing. We're going to put it in a group, and then we're going to call it what? We're going to call it texture. We also have one more texture we are going to add to it. Okay, and that is this line. Remember, everything we are doing is do what? Control H. Everything we are doing is to make it epic, make it rich. Duplicate it. Control J to duplicate it. I'll drag it here. Good. Make sure they touch each other. Then I'll select the two of them, duplicate them. Control J to duplicate them, and then I'll drag them down here. Then I'm going to put everything together and Control E. Then I can set it to screen if I want to. I can set it to lighten if I want to. Overlay if I want to. Guess what I'm going to use? I am going to use soft light. Good. And then I'm going to reduce the opacity here to 15%. Now I feel like it's really in there. And so what we are going to do now is let's give it a mask as well, and then caps lock off. Let's make sure we really got this. I'm going to turn this side to black, click on this part of the mask, and then I'm going to mask everything in here. I don't want it to be on the face, neither do I want it to be everywhere on the orange box or orange square there. I just want a little bit to spill, so I'll click and send it back to white. Spill there, spill there, spill there, spill there. That is all. For the white areas, I really do not mind if it really spreads to all those areas. Guess what I'm also going to do? I'm going to drag it into the texture because it is texture. Now everything looks real now and complicated now. We can really send this to your clients and it's still good. But guys, remember, the more you add stuff to it, the better. Too many meat doesn't really spoil the broth. So we're going to give it some glues as well. And I'm going to give the glue to, let me pick my brush, let me click here, let me go up here, somewhere there. Good. Now I'm going to click somewhere there. Then I'll go and I'm going to set it to linear gauge. Now guys, let's click on our move tool and then let's see where we are going to do or what we are going to do with it. Alright, so now the first one, I'm going to put it around the neck, which is here. Good. Duplicate it again. The second one, I'm going to put it around here, just to spill small on the face. That is good. The third one, I'm going to put it around this side. You feel me? Good. The other one, I'm going to put it somewhere here. Awesome. Let's call it glows. We are done with the glow as well. Now we need to also add some motion to it. Now guys, this things I'm telling you is real gold. Okay, you can see I'm adding glows to it. I'm adding motion to it as well. Okay, now this stuff nobody's telling you. Okay, people are using it, but I'm not really telling you what they are doing. I'm telling you that when you add glue and then you add motion to your flyers, it becomes level 1 to like level 100. You understand me? Alright, so I'm going to give it some motion, and by doing that, I feel like this is too big. You see what I did to it? I tilted it a little bit. Then I'll go to filter, I'll go to blur, I'll go to motion blur. I'm going to set this side to 31 and I'm going to set this side to 50. Alright, and I'll click on OK. Now I'll come here to this side. I'll pick my brush, make it really small, make sure this side is color black. I'll click on the face here, face there. Alright, that yellow makes it something else. I'll put it in a group and I'll call it motion. Yeah, motion will do. Now we are done with everything. Let's do one last thing to it. Let's merge everything. Ctrl Shift Alt E. Right click it and convert it to a smart object. Okay, now guess what we are going to do? We are going to blend all the colors together and we're going to make it epic. You guessed right. Let's go to camera raw filter and then we're going to just tweak just a few sliders. Guys, I promise you a few sliders. Let's go to the temperature. Let's set the temperature up a little bit. Good. Let's go to contrast. Let's set contrast up a little bit. Good. Now let's close it. Now let's go all the way to effect and then let's give it some green a little bit. Okay, and that is all, guys. That is all. That is like all. There's nothing serious we're going to do to it again. Okay, we just blended everything together nicely like that. Alright, so guys, one more thing. If you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Also don't go anywhere. If you want the PSD file to this particular video, the link is going to be in the description. You can easily get it without going through all the stress and all the hassle from my seller account. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.